Buying a home can be the most exciting time in your life, but it can also be the most stressful time in your life. For example, this was me before I bought my first home. So one of the things I want to teach my clients and teach the public in general are things to avoid throughout the home buying process. So today I want to talk about 3 common mistakes that you can very easily avoid when you're buying a home. Hi everybody, Dan Jensen with RE/MAX Park Square. First thing I want to talk about is doing your research. So before you even get out into the market and start seeing homes in person, making offers, scheduling appointments, doing all that good stuff, the exciting stuff, make sure you do your research. So that includes getting together with anybody involved in the decision-making process and figuring out what type of home do you want, what are the needs in the home, so what are the things that you absolutely must have versus the things that are nice to have in the home, what areas are you going to consider, location within a township and to transit, shopping, restaurants, things like that. Really all the nuts and bolts of the house and the area that's going to be in. But also you have to figure out your finance options. So that means talking to a lender or talking to your financial advisor if you're going to buy cash, and figure out what you can afford, and not just what you qualify for, but what you're comfortable spending per month on a home and on a mortgage. So all of that falls into the research area. And if you haven't done all your research and you can't clearly define all those parameters, fortunately you're not ready to buy yet. And that's okay. Talk to your realtor, talk to your lender, or find one, and get all those questions answered so you know what you're looking for when you get out into the market. Number 2, confusing your needs with your wants. So let's say we sit down, we discuss what you're looking for in a home, we come up with 6 must-haves and 4 nice-to-haves. So we have our list of things that we need in a home and things that we'd like to have in a home. But when we start seeing some properties, we find a few that have 5 or 6 of the needs and 1 or 2 of the wants, but you're not ready to make an offer because it doesn't have all of your wants. So that is basically a mix-up of what a need is versus what a want is. So you have to go back and revise that list and make sure that you're on the same page of these are the things I need in a house and I will not budge on it, and these are the things that are nice to have. So some people, for example, confuse a finished basement as a need when in reality it's a want if they can find a home that has the potential to have a finished basement. So figure out your needs and your wants and stick to them, or make adjustments if your plans change. The third thing that you can easily avoid when buying a house is being hesitant. If you've done the research, you figured out what you want in a home, you figured out what your budget is, you figured out what areas you want to be in, and you start finding properties that fit those descriptions, and you're not ready to make an offer, it's either you didn't budget appropriately and you really don't want to spend as much as you're looking, so if you can afford $500, but you really want to spend $475, $450, then you really shouldn't be looking at those 500 homes. Or you're confusing your needs and your wants again, and you don't really have a clear picture of the property you want. So if you've done the research, you figured out your financials, you've done your needs and wants list, you've hammered out what truly is a need and a want, and you're still not ready to make an offer, you need to make the decision, is now the time for me to buy or should I wait? Because if the stars are lining up and all those criteria fit your description of your ideal home and you don't want to make an offer, you're going to get very discouraged throughout the process because you're waiting for that perfect home. Unfortunately, there isn't always a perfect home for everybody. You should have some kind of a feeling that, hey, this house really would be great for us and I like it, it has most of the things on my list, and you should have a little bit of a gut feeling, but not everybody has that aha moment, like this is the one, I'm head over heels. You don't always have your soulmate in a house, especially on your first home. So being hesitant is also a common mistake that you can avoid. And my 4th bonus mistake that you can easily avoid when purchasing a property is not choosing the right realtor. So if you're looking for a home in the area, give me a call. I can guide you through the process and get you the right home.